Hi everyone, Sherry from Granny's Sewing Room stopping by to talk a little bit about projectors. Someone had asked me a question about projectors, and I am not a pro or expert on them, but this is what I've learned, and if I can help you, great. But there is a face group, called Projectors or Sewing with Projectors or something like that. But I will look it up and put a link in the description. And if you have any questions, they are so awesome. That's how I learned what I've learned. And so anyway, I ended up buying two different projectors. I bought a Viv Image 2. I think that's what it is. But it is the one that you need a lot of distance in order to get the projection. So I needed to cut on the floor in order to get the size of the projection I wanted for my patterns, because I want to cut out a full dress without shifting the fabric or a pair of pants. So I wanted the whole image to show. But with that projector, it's got to be mounted either on a ceiling or the wall or the ceiling, and you need about 59 inches to get a nice size projection. Now with the short throat I just bought, and that is Epson. There's different numbers of them, and one thing that I've just learned, if you get an Epson short throat projector, get one that says after the number that you get WI, because that will interact with a pin that comes with this. And I've not learned anything yet about the pin, but what I'm thinking, what I'm hearing is maybe the pin might help you grade your patterns or make some adjustments to your pattern, and you can save it that way. But I'm not certain of that. But if you're going to get one of these, I didn't get it, I found out later. But if you're going to get one that has a WI after the number. Now, back to the short throat projector. The short throat projector doesn't need as much distance, and it projects a larger area. So I'm going to light this up and show you. I already made a video of me getting it calibrated and stuff. I was in my 90s, and I don't know if I'm making a whole lot of sense, but I'm going to show you the video anyway. But this one does not need a lot of distance. I've got it propped up on a cutting table, right by my cutting table. But it will make a larger projection so my whole pattern fits on it without me having to shift my fabric. And then I just move the image to where I want it on my fabric. That's how this one's going to work. So I'll kind of show that to you. I do not have my cutting mat on because it will be hard for you to see. I think I already made a video of that, but if not, I'm going to do it again. But I'm not going to cut anything out. I'm just going to turn it on and show you what it looks like. I think it's awesome. You do need a USB plug with your laptop. You do need to download the Epson driver onto your computer. I will put that link in the description. I will put another little link of a little gal explaining things to you. She kind of takes it pretty long, but I think she has it where you can go down and go right to what you're going to look for instead of having to listen to all of it. Let me see. I guess that's it. If I had to choose which projector I would go with, I kind of jump in and just get going because I get too excited. I would choose the short throat. I would choose the short throat because I'm going to be able to stand up and do my cutting and have the same size of projection as with the one I got mounted on the ceiling where I had to cut on the floor. So if you're looking to get a projector, get a short throat one, because you can manipulate it so it will do your whole cutting table. If you do the one that's mounted on the ceiling, I've had troubles getting it I mean, it's a good projector too, but I've had troubles mounting it. I will put a video of showing you when I first got it and me mounting it, me calibrating that. But it doesn't stay up on that ceiling. That mount just isn't that well. And there is a gal that's been making mounts for these, so, but I don't want to cut on the floor anymore. I'm too old. Both projectors are good. I probably paid $120 for that, brand new. And on eBay, these go all the time. I paid $119 free shipping, and you pay taxes, so probably about $128 I have in this one. And it is used, and you ask how many hours the lamp has on it. So I think this has like 1,500 hours. So anyway, so I'm going to quit talking. I'm going to set up, and I'm going to turn this on so you can see, or I'll leave you there so you can see me setting up. So be right back. All right, so here's my setup so far, and this is the projector, and this is the Epson 485W. So if you get it and you get the number there, make sure it says WI, so it interacts with the pin. So when these ladies start telling us what that pin's for, that might be helpful in the long run. So here, I'll turn it on and show you that. And it takes a while for this to warm up. Oh, I think I got it on. And I'm hoping you can see what I'm gonna see. There you go. And as it warms up, it gets darker. Now I don't have my cutting mat on because I want you to be able to see. See the large projection? And that's my computer, what's on my computer. If I want this to be larger, I would probably just, and this isn't going to be where I'm keeping this. I just got anxious and wanted to do this. So, but I will not be keeping this here. I just would have to raise the projector up probably a little ways, couple more inches, about 4 or 5 more inches, and it would be a larger projection on my cutting table. So let me pull something up. Well, I am going to make a bag today, but I don't believe this has the projector file. So let me pull something else up. Sewing patterns, and the one I'm really want to get started on, I think, is a Love Notions. I have all of them in their own files, and then I named the designer. Here's a Love Notion. Hang on, the phone's ringing. Okay, this is the dress I want to start making. Oh, but it's in 2 pieces, so you're not going to be able to see. But can you see how I can remove the layers that I won't use? Excuse me. And I have to go get a mouse because I broke my mouse, stepped on it. So here are my pieces just straight in a row. Now I can flip them to whatever side I want the fold to be on. And let me show you that. You go up to Edit. Oh, nope. You go to View, Rotate View, and just start rotating it. Oh, I'm back to normal. Ta-da. Not that way. All right, so now I have the fold over on the side where I would be cutting. And let's see, is it not? Anyway, I would have my fabric folded on this side and all the folds are on this side. So you can change your direction of your pattern, but at least now I got it. I have my fabric all on the cutting table and I just move my pattern pieces around. And if you had a mouse, it makes it much easier. But I have this already calibrated, so when I move it, see the tempo dress? Ooh, can't wait to get started. I don't know that I'm going to get to it this month, I don't know, but today I'm going to be making a bag. But this is the short throat. And I hope you can see the large projection I have. It was not that hard to calibrate it. I am playing with my short throat projector today, and I've got it kind of set up where I'm thinking I'm going to have it, but here's where I am so far. This little gal is showing you the drivers you need to install on your computer. The best cable to use for your projector, this projector, and for your computer is the USB-B. That's you use for your Cricut or your printer. So that's, I will link her page in the description below, but I just thought this was cool. Watch, I'm going to start her again.
Probably get a few little pop-ups on your computer now. Mine gives this cute little image of a projector, and it also would tell me something like, what do you want to do with the storage device you just plugged in? Ignore it all. Just keep going.
So I'm going to try to get this calibrated, and I'll put you on the
so you may have heard me say, and
the volume is coming out of my projector.
And I do.
All right, I'm going to continue to try to calibrate this, but what I'm finding, I think I might need to raise my projector up a little ways. When I had it up on my tallest shelf, then it was way too big. So I'm going to put it back on my tall shelf to see how much larger my projection can. I want it to fill this table up, cutting table, because I want to be able to cut out my dresses and my pants without adjusting the fabric or the mat. So I'm going to try to work on getting my projection the size I want it, and then I will come back and let you see me calibrating. Sorry, I'm staying in my pajamas today, so if you happen to see me in my nightie, this is the true stuff here. All right, I put my projector on a book a little higher. Let me see if I can show it to you. So I've got it on some 2x4s here in a book, and I think I will like this projection right here. It almost fills up my cutting mat table, and once I get my other mat on here, I think it'll be good. And maybe I should put my mat on here right now so you can kind of see the projection of it. So I'll do that. Okay, what I'm trying to do now is level this. There's a red line going all the way across and all the way up. and I'm trying to get that as even as I can with the lines on my mat. And the way you adjust that is just by propping your projector up on the side with a little, right now I'm using a pattern, or up in the back, but you just move your projector until you can get it as close as possible. So I'm going to call that good. I'm going to call that good. Okay, now I'm trying to calibrate it. So I want to try to get it back into the center here. I don't have a mouse. And that is still too big. See the outer square there? So I hit Control Y, and I'm at 34, so I'm going to try 33 and see where that brings me. I broke my mouse for my laptop, because this would be a lot easier, but okay, come on. I'm getting closer. But it's still a little too big right here, unless I need to move my projector again. Let's move the projector. Nope, still too big. So I'm at, let's do Control Y. I'm at 33, so let's try 32. And I think it's just easier to move my mat for right now. All right, it's not working right there. Let's see what I need to do. Nope. All right, I'm going to Control Y. Whoa, I hit something wrong. Cancel. Control Y. 33. Oh. So now it's just a matter of playing with it until you find the right calibration, where the 12 has to fit, the 8, and the ones look pretty good, but you want to try to get the outer squares better. And see, it's too wide up on top here. So I'm saying that I have to play with the projector a little bit. And that is not as easy as you think. So I'm going to move my projector around a little more and keep trying to calibrate it until I get all these squares matching up right. So I will be back with an update. All right, I have it, I say calibrated good enough for me, because these are at a 45-degree angle. See my 12, it's all around. My 1s, my 8-inch, that is pretty level. Let me get closer for you. All right, I have it on 30. So that's what my calibration is for the way I have it tilted and everything right now. So what my next thing is to try to save that. This probably won't be my setup to stay, but I want to try to cut something out and see if I can get it the way I want it. Make sure this projection's large enough. If not, I want it larger. If it doesn't fit a dress or a pair of pants, then I'm going to want it larger. So I will show you when I get a pattern up to what it looks like. Okay, I'm measuring to see if this 1 inch square is still 1 inch. And I'm not thinking it is. Really hard to see with my map. It's 1 inch. I'm going to rotate it. I hope you can see. Open. I'm going to do a Ellie and Mac pattern just because I've done them. And they and I'm going to get rid of all the sizes I don't need. And I'm going to rotate it. Let's see if I can see it. Move this out of the way. And then I'm going to slide it up or down. I'm not quite sure. It would be great if I had a mouse. Okay, so on this projection, my whole dress fits on here, and I still have room to move it up. So I'm happy with this. Short throat projector gives you a more projection, more room with less distance, needing less distance. It doesn't have to be up on the ceiling or mounted on the wall. Right now I have it sitting on a box, a book, you know. You find the height you need. So I'm going to measure that height and know what I need to set it on. But if this dress fits me, I know a pair of pants will fit me. And this is the dress I like the most. And this pattern fits on here without me have to move and shift my fabric around. So that's how easy it was to set up the small our short throat projector. Hope this was helpful. If I had to pick and choose, but which one I would buy, knowing what I know now, it would be the short throat projector, because then you don't have to get any ceiling mount, wall mount. That needs to be mounted or put on a shelf or somewhere, and you can kind of wedge up the areas where you need it to level out. Calibration, once you get it leveled out, calibrating it's pretty easy. It's just, you know, a slow process. But the projection on this, where I'm not down on the floor cutting, because it doesn't need as much of a distance, is the short throat projector. It gives you more room of projecting. So happy with this. I would cut this pattern out right now. I can see better right now because I don't have a mat on here, but once I put my mat and fabric down, I believe I'd be able to see really good. So there you have it. I hope I explained it well. I'm in my 90, but that's how I do my best work, in my 90s. So, okay, that's all I have to show you. Yeah, and I can move it up. Yeah, there's plenty of room here. Plenty of room. Let's try a pair of pants. I'll see what I can find in a pair of pants. Open. Patterns. And I think I have a pair of pants in the LA and Mac. Cover up. Dress. Ooh, what are those? Feel Pretty pants. And let's get rid of all the sizes. Okay, I gotta rotate it. Move that out of the way, move this out of the way. And okay, I'm not getting the top of my pants. So the higher up I put my projector, the larger the projection I'll have. So if I move that up, I bet 5 more inches, I would have it on my whole cutting table. Let me show you. Now I'm going to have to go back and recalibrate. Oh, so I don't know if I want to do this. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'll show you in another video once I get it raised. But right now I can cut something out because it's calibrated the way I like it. So I'm going to end this video, and that's my projector educator, or my projector wisdom that I'm giving you. Okay, so I hope this was helpful somewhat. Short throat projector gives you a larger projection with a smaller distance. You don't need as much distance. I would suggest the short throat. That would be unless you have very tall ceilings and you can have a cutting table, you know, but my ceilings are probably 7-8 foot, and in order to get a projection the size I want, I have to cut on the floor with the Viv Image 2, I think it is up there. Can't see it. But Viv Image is where it has to be mounted on the ceiling or a wall. This one you can prop up on a shelf or something next to your cutting table. So short throat is my choice. If you have any more questions, just leave me a comment and I will try to answer them. But go ahead and look at the Facebook group, Projector Sewing. They are very helpful, and they'll walk you through everything you need to know. So, all right, everybody, go out and have a great day. Do something creative, but whatever you do, do it in the name of the Lord, and your blessings will always come back to you. Has anyone told you you're special today? If not, let me be the first, because you are in God's eyes. Bye, everyone. God bless.